adjust this camera. Don't want this to be at a weird angle. Okay. So it's time to update you on everything that's gone on in the playoffs before we get to a big game. A reminder that the way we're doing this, we are having a best of 5 for the first round. Every other round is a best of 7. So let's start out in the East. Cavs have cruised to a pair of victories by 20-plus points. The last one, 116-95 over the Nets. LeBron James had a near triple-double in that one. Isaiah Thomas scored 30, so they're 1 win away. Celtics, surprised by the Magic in Game 3, as Nikola Vucevic, Elfrid Payton, Mario Hezonja, all with more than 20 points. Celtics at risk at a 2-1 series. They'll have to pick it up in Game 4. We'll definitely have highlights of that. Heat just cruised bang, bang, bang through the Bucks, winning that series 3-0. And the Hornets are also in some trouble after losing by 20 to the Wizards, who they played that tight game with. That we should put up highlights of. So they're down, and the worst part for them is that Kemba Walker is also hurt. He sprained his ankle, and he's supposed to miss at least the rest of the series. So Charlotte could be in trouble. The East could have some interesting things happen in terms of lower seeds coming through. Only the Heat and Cavs definitely look safe. We could see the Magic and Wizards also making it through. On the other side, Rockets, after the overtime game was live exactly a week ago here, when they beat Dallas in that ridiculous overtime game with James Harden's buzzer beater, upended the Mavericks by 36 in Game 2, reestablishing the fact that they are the best team in basketball so far this year. So they take a 2-0 lead. Thunder took Game 1. The Suns came back and won 130-112, 6 from Devin Booker. So that series is evened up. Skip this for a second. Timberwolves, after dropping Game 1, came back for a 9-point victory over the Grizzlies. And looks much stronger than the Grizzlies now, and I think the Timberwolves should be safe moving on. Honestly, there's only one chance for an upset, I think, in the West. And it's this series right here. Warriors have lost by 20 and then 9 in their first 2 games here against the Spurs, and now San Antonio has a chance to take a commanding 2-0 lead, a chance to take this series. Looking at the box score from Game 2, we showed you Game 1 on here. Klay Thompson was strong with 28. Curry and Durant both held under 20 points, which was why Manu Ginobili, Arcidiacono, Aldridge, Danny Green, nearly a double-double from Pau Gasol. Just a great game on their side. 114-105. So now, we're going live. Game 3, Warriors and Spurs. If the Warriors win, they force a Game 4. Probably live, all the Game 5s there are. If there are any. Game 4s would be highlights. But Spurs have a chance to end this right here. Curry, Thompson, Durant, Green, Pachulia, the 5 starters for the Dubs. Spurs going with Arcidiacono, Anderson, Kawhi, Aldridge, and Gasol. Here we go.
Warriors going up against the San Antonio Spurs at AT&T Center. Checking out the Spurs. Tonight against after an impressive road win in Game 2. They're approaching this one with a lot of confidence. Hey, Kenny, here we are, round 1 of the playoffs. What can the lower seeds do? They knock off the highest. Oh, you just got to catch the highest seeds looking at that. A lot of times they're thinking, I can get to the next round, and I want to be safe. You can't be safe join us, and we'll see you later.
All right, so we're just about ready for game time after an interesting pregame show. The Warriors and the Spurs. A big, decisive game coming up here. The Warriors and the Spurs. The Spurs have taken back-to-back victories and now head to the AT&T Center with a chance for the three-game sweep. Can they stun the Dubs? Dubs were just 4 games behind the Rockets at the end of the regular season for the best record in the West, only Minnesota between them. Now Golden State could be in trouble against a San Antonio team who, if they didn't go 10-2 to wrap up the season, might not have made the playoffs. Greg Popovich would sure like to see a victory here for San Antonio. That's what's said to David Aldridge.
Warriors are one of the best offensive teams in the league, and Steve Kerr talks about his offensive philosophy often. He said, I believe unequivocally as a coach, and I believed it as a player, that the ball has to move. When the ball stops, the game stops. And I don't think you can win at the highest level by playing too much one-on-one. Kevin?
Thanks for that, DA. The Warriors move the ball.
Here's the Warriors lineup. Curry, Thompson, Durant, Green, and Pachulia. Spurs once again with Arcidiacono and Kyle Anderson in the backcourt. After starting the year with Parker and Ginobili back there, they've really changed that. Kawhi Leonard, LaMarcus Aldridge, Pau Gasol. Derrick Rose has been hurt after being acquired from the Kings at the trade deadline, but he might play a little in this game. We'll just have to see. San Antonio always comes up in the playoffs clutch, but this would be a shocker. Tip-off brought to you by Ruffles. It's Pachulia, it's Gasol. It goes to the Spurs, and we're underway here between Golden State and San Antonio. Arcidiacono inside to Leonard. Leonard, nice move on Durant. Can't hit. Pachulia corrals the miss. Here comes Klay Thompson the other way. Thompson into the corner. That's Curry, a 3, and Curry hits. And a good start here for the Warriors. It's 3-0. A reminder, this is a best-of-5 series. So, at 2-0... Spurs, with a win, will eliminate the Warriors and will wait for either the Timberwolves or the Grizzlies. A steal, here comes Durant, layup, gets the forward roll, and it goes, and the Warriors have a quick 5-0 lead, trying to come out strong here and avoid elimination. Remember, no matter what, even if the Warriors win, whatever, Game 4 would just be highlights at some point during the week. Game 5, any Game 5s we get, or Game 7s for the rest of the playoffs, will be live. Pau Gasol out to Kyle Anderson. To Leonard. Leonard, jumper, no good. Pachulia kind of manhandled Pau Gasol there. Here comes Klay Thompson the other way. Thompson, Draymond Green, who puts it in, and it's a 7-0 Warrior lead. So Tuesday we'll have our MLW talk show live. Then some baseball and basketball highlights during the week. Saturday, we're going to have an Xfinity race live and some baseball live. We're going to have a lot of live content next weekend, as that one's jumper and it's good. On the other realms, Virtual Racing Championship, we have a race at Martinsville on Friday night. So you can check that out on Virtual Racing Network. And then lastly, the Progressive Cup Series. Next race will be May 13th. That's at Tiburon to kick off the round of 12. Meanwhile, Warriors up 7-2. Klay Thompson holding onto the ball for a while and does not get a quality shot off. It's off the back iron. So our last 2 games that we've done live on here have ended in buzzer beaters. Cavs beat the Rockets at the last game of the regular season, and then in the playoffs, the Rockets winning in overtime thanks to James Harden. As Pau Gasol, the nice post move, but that one goes a little too strong. Here comes Kevin Durant the other way. Warriors attacking. Durant sidesteps. Floater, too strong. Kawhi Leonard now with the rebound. Leonard, Arcidiacono, Kyle Anderson with it now. Anderson working on Thompson, and it's stolen. Here come the Warriors the other way. Thompson leading a hustle. A deep 3 from Klay. He should have stepped in a couple more steps, or maybe even taken a 2 there. Here comes Kawhi the other way. Blown opportunity there for Golden State. Kyle Anderson a 3. No good. Neither team shooting too well here out of the gates. 9:08 to go in the first quarter. Warriors leading 7-2. It's KD to Thompson. Thompson working on Kyle Anderson. Here's Durant. Durant a three. In and out a little too strong there. Durant not doing great so far. He's missed his last 3 shots. Here's Kyle Anderson with it. Remember, like we said at the beginning of the year, the Spurs backcourt is Leonard nails a three, and it's 7-5. Spurs backcourt was Parker and Ginobili. Parker just couldn't play those minutes anymore, and Ginobili wasn't doing as well. And they transitioned to the youngster Arcidiacono and Kyle Anderson. Thompson tries to hit a three. That one's too strong. Pau Gasol corrals the miss. 8:26 to go here in the first quarter. Warriors leading at 7-5. For those of you just joining us, you can go back about 2 minutes, and I was talking about what to expect on the channel the next couple weeks. Steph Curry sidesteps. Nice shot is good. It's a splash from Steph Curry, and it's 9-5. Curry was held to just 19 points in their last game. 8:04 to go here in the first quarter. Here's Kyle Anderson with it. Gasol working on Pachulia. Shot is good. Warriors should be leading by much more than 2 points based on the opportunities they've gotten these first 4 minutes. But it's 9-7. A reminder from any of you joining us, 2-0 lead for the Spurs. The first round in this season's sim is the best of 5. So if the Spurs win, Warriors are out. Yep. A happy birthday to Dale Sr. I believe he would have turned 67 today. As an offensive foul there from Pachulia and a turnover. Arcidiacono with it. LaMarcus Aldridge backs in on Curry. That's a mismatch. Fader is good, and we're tied at 9 now with 7:19 to go in the first quarter. So the Warriors, although getting much more opportunities on offense due to an offensive foul and a couple bad misses by Durant and Thompson, have a tie game now. Green gets some room. He didn't make a field goal at all in game 2. Now missed the bucket, and it's 11-9. Now the big question, will Derrick Rose play? He would be an X factor for this team. But the one thing, there are already 3 point guards we'll definitely see in this game. Is Gasol gets that one to go. Those being Arcidiacono, Parker, and Patty Mills, even though both Mills and Arcidiacono can occasionally swing to the 2. Plus, DeJounte Murray can play point guard, so really got to wonder if Rose is going to play in this one. Tied at 11, 6:28 to go here in quarter number 1. Pachulia sets the screen. Green drives, lays it up, and good, and the foul. Green already has 2 makes here, and he's got 4 points. Already more points than he had in Game 2. That was one of the reasons why the Spurs were able to just annihilate Golden State in Game 2. Green hits the free throw. He's scored the last 5 for the Warriors. He's already more than doubled his point total from the last game, and it's 14-11. Aside from Klay Thompson, everybody struggled for the Warriors. They can't have both Durant and Curry less than 20 points. They need at least one of them to score 20, and that's when they have success. Aldridge jumper from about 16, a little too short there. Draymond Green the rebound. Here comes Steph Curry. Curry to Thompson. Thompson corner 3. That's a splash, and it's a 6-point lead for Golden State now as we hit the halfway point in the first quarter. So now 5:51 to go in the first quarter. Warriors leading this one 17-10. Arcidiacono on Curry. They've been a good matchup so far this series. Curry did not play game 1, but is now healthy and has been playing games 2 and 3. Leonard can hit. Green the rebound. Draymond Green is really trying to show out here. Long 3. Durant. That's good. And the Warriors lead by 9. Big shot there from Durant. And it's 20-11. As Parker, Ginobili, and it looks like Davis Bertans are all at the scoring table, as Leonard does shut down the run and makes it 20-13. Leonard so far in this series has been strong, averaging 27 points, 7 boards, 5 assists, 2 blocks a game for the first 2 games. Much more production than he had in the regular season, when he was only the number 3 scorer on this team for a majority of the year, behind both Aldridge and Arcidiacono. As Thompson can hit that one off the front of the rim. Not a great quarter from Thompson, just 1 of 5. And he's missed some wide open threes as that one's good from Aldridge. And Steve Kerr wants to talk things over here. 4:44 to go here in the first quarter. The Warriors lead at 20-15 here in a decisive Game 3. With the Spurs a chance to move on to the second round in a shocker. So we've only seen one sweep so far. That was Miami. You know, the only other teams with a chance at that are the Cavs and the Rockets. And then, of course, the Spurs and the Wizards have a chance as the lower seeds to do that. So, different look for both teams. We'll have an update soon. For the Warriors, Sean Livingston with the ball. He's out there with Curry, David West, Jordan Bell, and I believe Iguodala. Curry the only starter in right now for Golden State. That's Iggy in the corner with 5 to shoot. West tries to set a screen on Danny Green right into the game. Iguodala the fader, no good. Bertans the rebound. Bertans is out there with Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, Danny Green, Aldridge. So Aldridge the only starter still in the game, and Ginobili with the nice lay-in. And after the Warriors had the fast 9-0 run, Spurs right back with 6 unanswered of their own. And it's back to a 3-point game now with 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Livingston, nice fader, he hits. Livingston's offensive numbers have started to come up this season after being more of a passing point guard over his first few years of this Warriors tenure, his longest tenure with any team in the NBA. Parker, heavily contested, that's not going to go. The veteran David West corrals the miss. Steph Curry, guarded by Parker. Curry, what a step back, but he can't hit. Bertans the rebound. Here comes Manu Ginobili the other way. Manu out to Tony Parker. Parker back to Ginobili. Ginobili inside Aldridge. Aldridge fakes, spins, fades, shot, no good. Curry is going to corral the miss. 3 minutes, 11 seconds here in the first quarter. Steph Curry to the corner, guarded by Danny Green. Out to Iguodala. Iguodala double teamed and Aldridge fouls him hard and shoves Iguodala almost out of the play as Quinn Cook's going to check in for Curry, and I believe Aldridge also heads to the bench. We got to see a replay of that, though. We're going to go back and see that. So there's definitely no flagrant call, but let's just watch LaMarcus Aldridge here. Watch this play, though. Watch how long Aldridge is going to shove Iguodala here. Still shoving him. Almost out of play. I'm surprised no Warriors tried to stand up for him there. Only thing was Livingston clapping for the foul. So anyway, 3:02 to go here in the first quarter. The Warriors lead at 22-17. Sean Livingston, guarded by Ginobili, now finds Quinn Cook, who's really had some presence here in the playoffs. Livingston, the fader, almost hit an amazing shot. Ginobili just lets that go out of bounds. And it's San Antonio ball. Livingston has cost the Warriors this postseason 9 turnovers in 2 games. 5 in Game 1, 4 more in Game 2. And that shot just surely isn't going to help make up for that. Danny Green, whose role continues to decrease with the Spurs, with his age, turns over the ball. Quinn Cook ahead to Livingston. No starters in the game right now, as Laverne came in for Aldridge. Livingston throws it away. First turnover of the day for Sean, and the Spurs take over. Warriors have had so many open shot opportunities and should be up by about 15 points right now. The fact that it's just a 5-point game really is a testament to, first of all, the Spurs not giving up, and second of all, the Warriors just really messing up throughout this game, as Parker should not have taken that shot. Livingston is guarded by Ginobili. Livingston steps back. Shot is no good. Rebound, Joffrey Laverne. Here's Tony Parker the other way. 1 minute, 41 seconds here in the first quarter. Tony Parker inside. Bertans. The shot is no good. Quinn Cook with the rebound. Here comes Iguodala. What a shot. That's crazy. Both teams taking some really ridiculous shots. Tony Parker, Klay Thompson, Danny Green, all part of that. Sean Livingston as well. And now Iguodala really just didn't even think that through. Parker went with 7 to shoot. Laverne with some room. Into the corner, Ginobili. Ginobili might be forced to take a wild shot. Actually steps in, gets a decent look. And it rolls around and goes down. Spurs are fortunate to still be in this game. The fact that it is a single possession game is just astounding. Swaggy P. Nick Young waits at the scorer's table as Livingston banks one home and the Warriors are back up 5 with 52 seconds on the clock here in the first quarter. I believe that's Patty Mills waiting at the scorer's table for San Antonio. Popovich is going to call out some signs from the side. That one's tipped, out of bounds. Last touch David West, and the Spurs will retain possession. Nick Young's going to check in here for the Dubs. He's going to replace Livingston. Quinn Cook also comes. No, Quinn Cook is the one who goes out. Tony Parker heads to the bench. Patty Mills will replace him. Here's Laverne. Laverne lays it up. No good. This Spurs team in the playoffs this year looks much different than we've ever seen before. With Ginobili and Parker not playing as much as Nick Young nails the 3, and it's an 8-point game. Now, one thing to remind you, remember the Spurs were the 8th seed last year, just barely got in. They only got in because they won 5 of their last 6. And they got in with an exact 500 record of 41-41 as Bertans gets room and nails a 3 and keeps it a 5-point game. But if you go back to a video from about a year ago, Spurs forced it to 7 games against Golden State when the Warriors eventually prevailed and ended up winning the championship. So here's Iguodala. Iguodala a 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound Laverne. Mills can chuck it. Short. End of the first quarter, Warriors should be up way more than they actually are. It's only a 5-point game right now, 27-22 after 1 here on WUB Network's presentation of the 2018 NBA playoffs. Yep, the Cavs look for the sweep against Brooklyn later tonight. Let's see what'll happen in that one. Let's see what Manu Ginobili's got to say. All right, yeah, we accidentally disconnected there, but I think we're still good. Ginobili the other way, lays it up, and that's good. Ginobili got on the run there, laid it up, and got it to go. So it's 27-24. Sean Livingston with it. Livingston step back. No good. Gasol the rebound. Here comes Danny Green the other way. 11:19 to go in the second quarter. Green is going to find Patty Mills in the corner. Mills crosses over. Inside, Bertans, no good. Rebound, Kevon Looney. Here comes Iguodala the other way. Iguodala the jumper, that's too strong. Bell the rebound. Another missed opportunity for the Warriors as Danny Green stuffed him. A 3 could tie this game, a game the Warriors should really be winning by double digits at this point. Bertans lays it up, gets it to go, and the foul on Jordan Bell, and now they can tie the game. I'll be back in a minute. For now, let's send it over.
Warriors lead. Livingston pushes Leon. Now here's Livingston. He's guarded closely. And the Warriors miss again. Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Mills passes to Bertans. They now take the lead. Bertans got 7 points in the game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And Young hits to Livingston. Takes it out to Iguodala. There's the pick.
Welcome back. Just wanted to make sure our stream was going well after we were disconnected for that moment. We are. So it's 28-27 now. The Spurs with a win will eliminate the Warriors in the first round, which would be a stunner. Warriors had a great season, only 22 losses, third in the West behind the Rockets and Timberwolves, who were equally as dominant. But the Rockets and Timberwolves have both done pretty well in the playoffs so far. Murray working on Young, step back, shot, no good. Nick Young the rebound. Spurs on a 6-0 run right now as Durant and Thompson with towels around their necks. Same with Green, Pachulia. They're all heading to the scorer's table. Swaggy P hits that one. Pardon me, that was Iguodala. 30-28 the score with 9:17 to go in the second quarter. Here's Patty Mills out to Murray. Murray a 3. That's no good. Kevon Looney with a rebound. Here comes Livingston the other way. 4 starters sitting at the scorer's table for Golden State, eager to get back in as Iguodala can't hit that contested jumper from the right wing. Here comes Murray the other way. 4th different point guard playing we've seen. Patty Mills right now has shifted towards the 2. Murray, though, is going to be the one who puts up the shot and gets it to roll down, and we're tied at 30. Murray ties up the game now. It's 30-30, 8:37 to go in the second quarter. Timeout called here by Golden State. We're tied at 30 with 8:37 to go in the second quarter. Steve Kerr is talking things over there. A tie game. The Warriors have gotten a lot of open looks. Spurs defense has been atrocious so far, but the Warriors just can't hit open shots. And then they're not looking for the open man when on these other opportunities they're taking these crazy shots. That one they probably had a better one than that as Thompson can't hit. All 5 starters back in for the Warriors as Leonard hits the jumper and it's a 2-point lead. So Curry, Thompson, Durant, Green, Pachulia all in there for Golden State. For San Antonio, Mills is in there. Gasol, Murray, Danny Green, I believe. Pardon me, Kyle Anderson and Leonard. So Aldridge remains on the bench, as does Arcidiacono, as Green can't hit the 3. Here comes Patty Mills the other way. On the other side, the Warriors, like I said, have all 5 starters in the game. Patty Mills, guarded by Steph Curry. Now it's Kawhi Leonard. Leonard dribbles towards the middle. 8 to shoot. Nice screen set there by Gasol, but Durant gets around it. Leonard might have to chuck a 3 here. He does. Shot. No good. Tipped in the air. Great rebound by Kyle Anderson. Out-rebounding 3 Warriors. Hits and draws the foul. Kyle Anderson got in there dirty with both Draymond Green and Pachulia and then drew the foul on Green and can make it a 5-point game. As they're right in the midst of now a 12-3 run, they could make it 13-3 dating back to towards the end of the first quarter as rattling that home is Kyle Anderson. Biggest lead of the game now for San Antonio. Golden State's biggest lead was 9. They were up 20-11 about halfway through the first quarter after hitting a couple threes. Aldridge is back into the game, so the only starter on the bench right now is Pau Gasol. Murray is in the game. Arcidiacono is also checked in, as that three is not going to go for Draymond Green. Here comes Ricky Arcidiacono. Murray. Now, if the Warriors are eliminated, will this mean the Rockets have a clear path? Because the Timberwolves, that whole team is inexperienced in the playoffs. And how good are the Thunder? Could they compete with the Rockets? I mean, if the Spurs take... And also, how good is the Spurs team? This could really open up the West if the Warriors are done. But Pachulia is going to draw a foul in the act of shooting on Aldridge. That's Aldridge's second. He can't get a third here before halftime. That would be big. And it's going to the line of Zaza. Zaza had a good game too. 8 points, 7 boards, 8 assists. Was actually not that far away from a triple-double as he rattles home the first. And it's a 4-point lead for the 4-point lead for the Spurs now. Make it 3 as Pachulia gets that one to go. Since 10 minutes left, since about 3 minutes left in the first quarter, the only person to make a field goal for the Warriors is Nick Young. As Leonard, no. Aldridge the rebound, gets that up and draws another foul. This time Zaza back the other way is going to foul LaMarcus. And Aldridge, a much better free throw shooter, is going to head to the line. But he actually can't hit the first, a bit of a surprise. And he'll look to regroup and try to make it a 2-possession game here. He does. He splashes that one. So 36-32 now with 6:19 to go in the second quarter. Here's Steph Curry, guarded by Arcidiacono, inside Thompson. Now, our last 2 games we've done have had to deal with buzzer beaters and have involved buzzer beaters, so I don't necessarily think we'll see that again, but who knows. Arcidiacono, the second-year product out of Villanova, is going to find Murray. Back to Aldridge. Now it's Kawhi Leonard. Leonard to Arcidiacono. 5 to shoot. Aldridge. Murray. Murray guarded by Thompson. Makes a nice move. Shimmy shake. Shot. No good. Tipped Aldridge, but right into the hands of Pachulia. Now past halfway in the second quarter. KD steps back. No. Another bad rushed shot by the Dubs. Here comes Arcidiacono. Warriors never lost 3 in a row all season. They lost back-to-back games 3 times, but always came back and won by more than 20 the second time. In fact, you know, there was only one team to beat them multiple times during the season, as foul there is Murray. 2, actually. The Rockets beat them twice, and the Kings somehow came out with a 4-game season sweep over the Warriors. No other team beat them multiple times during the season. During the regular season, Warriors took 2 of 3 matchups with San Antonio, winning both at home, and the Spurs defending home court at AT&T. But now the Spurs have gone into dub country, taken the first 2, and now have some games at home here and game 4. As the first free throw is good, Pachulia is going to take rest. David West, his veteran center counterpart, is going to come in. That one's good. It's a 6-point game. Last season, the Warriors had the gift of having Dwayne Dedmon, who was actually starting some playoff games at center, but that has changed. Curry to Durant. Green sets a screen. Durant to Thompson. Thompson, jumper, 3. That's good. Thompson only his second bucket. I believe he's only 2 of 7 from the field, but a big shot there, and it's a 3-point game. Still the Spurs currently on a 16-8 run since 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Pretty low scoring as of late. Leonard lays it up. That one's going to go from the claw, and it's a 5-point game with 4:39 to go. Only 4 of 9 from the field from Leonard, but he has now gotten up to 9 points, which I believe leads the way for San Antonio. We'll check on that at halftime. So Steph Curry guarded by Arcidiacono. Now Klay Thompson out to Durant. Durant to Curry. Curry a 3. That is going to go. Curry's gotten a couple. Curry and Thompson, the Splash Brothers, each with a 3, and the Warriors are back within 2. Steve Kerr's going to have to give this Warriors team quite the speech in the locker room. As what a shot by Anderson, and now the Spurs in the bonus as West is called for the foul. Kyle Anderson is getting dirty. Watch this. Drive to the bucket. I don't even know. He wasn't even looking. He just threw that up. Got the lucky bounce off the back iron. And now Anderson will head to the line. That one rims in. 43-38 Spurs. Remember, for those of you just joining us, we're doing best of 5 this year in the first round. It goes back to a best of 7 the rest. You can go to the beginning of the video, and I showed all of the current series looks as Thompson's fouled by Arcidiacono, and this is really becoming hack-a-shack on both sides as Thompson will head to the line. But meanwhile, the Spurs have taken the first 2. So if they win this one, they will win the series over the 3 seed in the West. First shot is good, 43-39. Ginobili's going to come into the game. He'll replace Ricky Arcidiacono, who has not produced much on the offensive end, but has been strong defensively. As Thompson hits both, that's 8 for Clay, and it's 43-40. Warriors have hit all 5 from the line. Spurs still pretty solid, 5 of 7. Just under 4 minutes to go now in the second quarter. Aldridge, pass Tony Parker. Parker lays it up and gets it to go, and it's 45-40 with 3:38 to go in the second quarter. Thompson back to Curry. Now it's Klay Thompson. Klay is guarded by Ginobili. Thompson dribbles towards the right, now flips inside Durant. Durant backing in, spin shot, fader is good. Now the Warriors are getting the lucky bounces, and it's a 3-point game. Warriors, who are only shooting 39% from the field after some really dopey shots, are starting to figure things out here. As Curry, Thompson, and Durant have all hit shots in the last couple minutes. Aldridge, step back. What a move, what a shot. That's why LaMarcus Aldridge is becoming one of, if not the best big man in the NBA at this time. His versatility. Hey, Jordan Harris, how you doing? Hope you're enjoying. Steph Curry's going to find Thompson. Thompson is good. 47-44. Remember, if the Spurs win this game, since it's a best of 5 for the first round, Warriors will be out, the 3rd best team in the West this season, when we did NBA 2K16, and then I did update the rosters after my Xbox 360 went, and we went back to the 2K18. So, that's where we're doing the playoffs, and that's where next season will take place. As Kyle Anderson, that one's going to go, and it's a 49-44 game. Anderson now with 8 points, comparing him to Klay Thompson, his shooting guard counterpart. 2 less points, but just as many assists as the timeout's called. But anyway, the Spurs with a win will eliminate the Warriors and will wait for either the Timberwolves or the Grizzlies. That series is deadlocked at 1. Rockets should be able to get by the Mavericks. They're up 2-0 after a 36-point victory. Thunder and Suns is deadlocked, but the Thunder probably have the upper hand there. In the East, the Heat already swept the Bucks. Magic have taken a 2-1 lead over the Celtics. Cavs have won both of their games against Brooklyn by well over double digits. And then the Wizards looking to shock the 2-seeded Hornets. Kemba Walker now hurt, and it looks like the Wizards up 2-0 will have a chance to move on to play Miami. So here's Tony Parker with it, 1:54 now to go in the second quarter. I don't think Parker has gotten on the board yet. Kyle Anderson, pick set. Anderson feeds inside. Leonard, wild shot, almost got the circus shot to go, and now West has 2 fouls. So West, Pachulia, and Aldridge, I believe, all have multiple fouls at this point in the game. Leonard's been strong. First free throw good. Spurs up by 6. Livingston's going to check in. He's had some wild shots in this game. Second one goes. Spurs lead 51-44. And still a 29-17 run since around this time in the first quarter. Curry remains in the game, but I believe he is the only starter still in. Curry's going to find Young. Young's been hot, and he's going to hit again. Nice pass there by Curry to find Young on the left wing for the bucket, and it's a 4-point game now with 1:20 to go in the second quarter. Parker to Bertans, now over to Kawhi Leonard. Leonard inside. LaMarcus Aldridge, Kawhi a 3. Kawhi lines it up, can't hit. Young the rebound. I think Swaggy P's got to take some more shots because he has been the one Warrior who's been consistent today. Livingston struggled shooting-wise. Gonna find Young on the inside, who's guarded by Bertans. Under a minute now in the first half. Nick Young, step back, short. Rebound Ginobili. 50 seconds here in the second quarter. Manu crosses over. Now Aldridge, Parker, back to Manu, the veterans getting into this. This looks more like the team from last season that made the playoffs as Ginobili is fouled by Young. That's already the 7th foul on the Dubs here in the quarter. You know, the Spurs still have all 7 timeouts remaining, which is going to be big for them. As Manu heads to the line, but can't hit the first free throw. Pau Gasol's going to check in. Curry goes to the bench. Jordan Bell, I believe, is going to check into the game. At the 5. Ginobili's second free throw. That one drops, so it's a 5-point lead now for the Spurs with 35 seconds left in the half. Livingston to Young. Inside, Iguodala. Back out Young. Young, 3. No good, not that time. His first miss from long range in the game. 2 seconds separate shot and game clock. Livingston's going to back up. Livingston guarded by Parker. 13 to shoot, 15 game clock. Livingston still standing at the left wing. Nobody really moving for the Warriors. He's going to have to make something happen himself, and he does. Big bucket there to make it 52-49. 7 seconds. Parker's got to hustle. He'll probably get into the hands of someone else. No, he's going to have to take the shot on his own at the buzzer, in and out. And that's the half. So halftime, the Spurs looking to stun the Warriors in this series with a sweep. They're up 52-49 at the half. Now let's send it back over to Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, and Shaq. But first, here's David Aldridge.
It's not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of missteps. You know, most of the time there's a big guy. If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. You know, I just got to know where to pop and just take advantage of mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, so let's send it over for the halftime report.
Basketball following halftime. The 2K Sports halftime show. Hey again, everybody. This arena is jam-packed and the energy is contagious. So keep your distance. Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, Gio Rivera. Well, for San Antonio, they have taken care of business in the first 2 games, but they got a fight on their hands tonight. They're not going to be able to just cruise to a 3-0 lead in this series. It's going to take some effort in the second half. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, they've been pounding. I mean, pounding it in the paint. Not just taking the first 3-pointer when it came across. That keeps the defense on its toes.
Jack, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
I think it was their passing that's kept them in the game. You can see it in their assist numbers. They were very, very unselfish. The ball moved from side to side. Guys making good cuts. It's enabled them to create a lot of chances. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
That's it for halftime. Glad you could join us. As now we send you back to the action for the start of the third quarter.
All right, so we are going to take a look at the statistics before we get started in the third quarter, with the Spurs a chance to complete the 3-game sweep in the first round. As we get ready here, 52-49, let's take a look now at the leading scorers on both sides. Kawhi Leonard with 11 points, 3 boards, and an assist has helped to lead the way for San Antonio. LaMarcus Aldridge has 9 points, but only a single rebound. The big name has been Kyle Anderson. 8 points, 5 boards, 3 assists. Gotten to the line a couple times, getting really down and dirty with some of the Warriors' big men. And the shooting guard producing on a bunch of levels. Klay Thompson leads the way with 10 points for the Warriors. 9 points for Nick Young, who shot pretty well from deep, 3 of 4. Curry only 8 points and only 6 shots. Durant sits at just 7. Draymond Green with 7 after only scoring a pair on free throws in Game 2. So here we go, third quarter about to get started here. Can the Warriors extend the series or suffer a shocking upset to San Antonio? Arcidiacono is out there with Kyle Anderson, then it's Leonard, Aldridge, and Gasol, the 5 for the Spurs. For the Warriors, the Splash Brothers, Durant, Green, and Pachulia, as Draymond Green hits a 3 to tie the game to start the third quarter. Momentum on the Warriors' side to start the third, and they have tied up this game, the first time it's been tied since early in the second quarter. Here's LaMarcus Aldridge with it. Stripped and stolen by Steph Curry. Curry ahead to Durant, slowed up by Leonard, lays it up, no good, but he draws the contact on Leonard, his second foul, and KD will head to the line to try to give the Warriors their first lead since the first quarter. And it's good, 53-52. First lead since it was 27-24 after one quarter. Durant hits, it's 54-52. 5 quick points for the Warriors to start the third quarter, and now they are leading this game. Arcidiacono to Leonard. Spurs in dire need of a basket here. Pau Gasol did not play at all in the second quarter. Leonard, guarded by KD, great defense. We've got some of the reigning defensive players of the year in this game. 3 former defensive player of the years. As that shot by Anderson is not going to go, Pachulia the rebound. The 3 I alluded to are Green, Leonard, and Aldridge. Durant a deep 3, almost got that one to go. Another stupid shot by the Warriors, and here comes San Antonio. Kawhi Leonard with it now, with 10:46 still to elapse. We're early here in the third quarter. Arcidiacono has been quiet on the offensive end. He's guarded by Steph Curry. Inside Gasol, now out Leonard. Leonard a 3. That one's going to go, and the Spurs are back on top. 14 points for the Claw. Warriors have hit 6 more threes than the Spurs, but it clearly hasn't helped them that much, even though they've hit more threes and free throws. Just the 2-pointers, and the defense has been much better, and some stupid turnovers like that, as Durant somehow steps out of bounds trying to get around Arcidiacono, and San Antonio takes over possession. Here comes Ricky Arcidiacono, 10:15 to go in the third quarter. Here's LaMarcus Aldridge inside. Kyle Anderson puts it in. It's a 3-point game. 10 minutes, 2 seconds in the third quarter. Curry over to Thompson. Thompson guarded by Kyle Anderson. They've both been strong on both sides today. Thompson led the Dubs in scoring in both playoff games so far and is currently doing it here as well. Durant just 3 of 8 today, struggling mightily. Gasol, Anderson, Aldridge. Aldridge working on Draymond Green. Can't get that one to go. Green with the emphatic rebound. Here come the Warriors the other way. Durant. Curry's got room. They should get it to him. They do. But now Arcidiacono's going to meet him at the 3-point line. He crosses over. Free throw line. Out to Green. Right wing. A 3. That's good. And we're back tied at 57. 6th assist for Steph Curry, and we're tied at 57 with 9:12 to go now in the third quarter. Kyle Anderson to Aldridge. Aldridge working on Green. Aldridge backs in, makes a move, pumps, shot, no good, rebound Pachulia. Here comes Steph Curry, now to Kevin Durant. Durant the jumper, that is gonna go. Banks at home, big shot there from Durant, who's now in double figures, and it's 59-57. Took Durant a while to get into double figures, but he's there. Here's Arcidiacono to Aldridge, who's struggled. He's missed his last 3 shots. Leonard over to Kyle Anderson. Anderson loses the ball, stolen by Thompson. Thompson's all alone to the basket as he flushes it with the right hand. Our Under Armour Unleash Chaos moment as Thompson, back the other way, throws it down hard with the right hand, and it's a 4-point lead for Golden State. 8:28 to go in the third. Biggest lead for the Warriors since with about a minute left in the first quarter. Arcidiacono guarded by Curry. Remember, if this does go to a Game 4, we'll have highlights of that, and if it makes it to a Game 5, that will be live. Because any Game 5s or Game 7s will definitely be live because they are decisive games. As coming in, Anderson floater somehow misses the open jumper. Here comes Curry the other way. Curry, 3, fakes out Leonard. That's not going to go. Aldridge the rebound. Remember, the Warriors have led by as many as 9 in this game. Spurs' biggest lead was 7. Arcidiacono's really got to try to get something going offensively. He is struggling, as is Pau Gasol. Leonard lays it up. What a move, but he can't hit. Durant's going to come out of that. It's a 3-on-2 break. Durant, the backup. The shot is good, and it's 63-57. 13 points for Durant. 6 of those coming already here in the third quarter. They're with 7:24 to go in the third quarter. Leonard drives. The Claw can't get it to go. An easy drive. Here comes Clay the other way. Boos echoing through AT&T Center. They want to see the Spurs come up with a sweep. Curry the three, no. Warriors bench would have been pandemonium right there if they had gotten that one to go. Aldridge lays it up and a foul is called on Draymond Green, his second. Aldridge first free throw was good. 63-58. Big Bongo 21. I know, but the way I was doing it, I had a season sim going on NBA 2K16, and then my 2K16 went, so I got 2K18, and I adjusted the rosters to what it was then, and Curry and Kawhi weren't hurt on that game, and that's why the Warriors are the 3 seed here and not the 2 seed. And the Spurs are a 6 seed and not a 7 seed. As Green misses, here comes Arcidiacono the other way. DeJounte Murray over to Pau Gasol. Gasol to Murray. Murray lays it up. No good. Steph Curry's going to corral the miss, and here comes the Warriors the other way. Warriors have led by as many as 9. Remember, this is a best-of-5 series. We're doing best-of-5 for the first round, and the Spurs have won the first 2 games at Oracle, as Durant's going to hit that one and make it 65-59. Must-win situation for Golden State. Their next 3 games are all must-wins. As here's Patty Mills with it. Mills inside to Aldridge. Leonard and Anderson, the 2 biggest scorers for the Spurs, both on the bench right now, so LaMarcus has to try to carry the load. He's up to 13 points, and it's 65-61. 5 minutes, 48 seconds here in the quarter. That one's not going to go. Gasol the rebound. Here comes Patty Mills the other way. Mills to Murray in the corner. That's not going to go. David West the rebound. Steph Curry the other way. Murray, whoa, deep 3 from Curry, and he gets it to go. 1 seed in the West is the Rockets. Timberwolves are second, Warriors are third. If you go back to the beginning of the video, I have the whole playoff bracket. Just the way it played out with the rosters. I mean, it's kind of weird. Orlando's in the playoffs, but anyway, DeJounte Murray there with a dunk, and it's 68-63. Weirdest thing, the Brooklyn Nets made it as an 8 seed. With the roster, so that was interesting. As now Draymond Green buries a 3, 8-point game. Warriors on a 17-6 run now in the second half. What a shot there from Draymond Green. The Warriors are close to their biggest lead of the game. On the brink of elimination, they're trying to stay strong as Patty Mills puts it in. It's 71-65. Ginobili is at the scorer's table, as is Danny Green. Curry to Durant. To Green in the corner. Draymond. Drives. West. Blocked by Aldridge. Big sent back right there by LaMarcus Aldridge. That'll energize this San Antonio crowd. Arcidiacono with it now with 4:16 to go in the third quarter. Mills to Gasol. Arcidiacono. Aldridge working on Draymond. Step back. In and out. Nice defensive effort there from Draymond Green. Warriors really trying to lock down in the defensive end right now. Warriors should be up by much more, but in the first quarter they missed tons of open shots, but now they're starting to hit as Curry hits, and it's a 9-point game. Tying their biggest lead since it was 20-11 in the first quarter, and Greg Popovich wants to talk things over as the Warriors celebrate headed to the bench. A 9-point lead for Golden State on the brink of elimination. Let's see if the Spurs can get back into this one. Bunch of changes for the Spurs. It looks like Bertans is in there with Ginobili, Mills, Danny Green, and Gasol. Warriors going with their bench aside from Curry. Nick Young, Iguodala, David West, Sean Livingston all in the game. Danny Green almost tied up with Nick Young. Gasol working on West, backs up, shot up, is good, and it's 74-67 now with 3:28 to go in the third quarter. Nick Young over to Curry. Curry again! Can't hit that time. That would have been crazy if he made another one. Here comes the Spurs. Patty Mills with it. Back to Davis Bertans. Ginobili. Gasol. Gasol steps back. Makes a nice move on West, but West ends up trapping him back there between the circles. Here's Ginobili. 5 to shoot. Ginobili crosses over, steps back. Three-pointer. Oh, what a crazy shot there. But Gasol gets the second chance.
Lets the three fly, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 12.
All right, yep, we're good. All right, 2:22 to go here in the third quarter. 77-70 after Steph Curry nailed yet another three-pointer. Ginobili back to Patty Mills. Mills over to Gasol. Gasol back to Ginobili. Ginobili the three. That's not going to go. Iguodala the rebound. Nick Young to Steph Curry. Curry steps back again. He hits again. What a shot by Curry. 16 points now for Curry, and it's 79-70 Warriors. He is really carrying this Golden State team right now. Danny Green to Gasol. Gasol shot. That's no good. Second chance. That one's going to go, and it's 79-72 now with 1:32 to go in the third quarter. Here's Swaggy P. Nick Young with the ball for the Golden State. Over to Steph Curry. Steph Curry's going to drive. Crosses over on Mills. Steps back. Again, it's Curry, but he can't hit that time. Bertans the rebound. Here comes Manu. Ginobili over to Patty Mills. Back to Danny Green. Patty Mills stolen by Iguodala. It's a 3-on-1 break, and Iguodala throws it down hard, and the Warriors are back up by 9. Iguodala's been strong off the bench all game, and the Golden State Warriors make it 81-72 with 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Biggest lead for the game for Golden State right now. Tying it, at least. Gasol puts it up, fouled hard, hit in the face by West. West now with his third foul, and Powell will head to the line. Spurs have missed a lot of free throws today. It's really costing them as Golden State's going to send in some of their starters again. Livingston to the bench. Klay Thompson checks in. Pachulia is in, as is Jordan Bell as the 4 and the 5. As for the Spurs, Tony Parker is going to replace Patty Mills. Gasol rattles home the second, so it's 81-73, 38 seconds. Definitely enough time for a 2-for-1 here for Golden State. Curry guarded Tony Parker. Curry inside, Klay Thompson. Thompson step back, rolls around and goes, and the Warriors have their biggest lead of the game. First team to go up double digits all game. It's Golden State, 83-73. Here's Tony Parker with it. Remember, the Warriors, if they lose, they're out, and the Spurs will move on to play either Minnesota or Memphis, most likely the T-Wolves, who have been strong all year. Gasol steps back on Pachulia, in and out, rebound Pachulia. Still a chance here for some points. 3 seconds. Curry, long J at the buzzer. Almost got that one to go. What a third quarter for Golden State. Battling back, scoring 34 in the fourth quarter. In the third, and now they head to the fourth, up by 10, 83-73. Can the Warriors send it to a game 4? Let's see.
And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Get a couple stops, get a couple run-outs, get into a flow. All right? Keep the ball moving.
And we welcome you back to our coverage of round 1 of the NBA.
Sorry we keep disconnecting. I don't know why that was going on. Meanwhile, Ginobili's got it as we get started here in the final quarter. Ginobili, the jumper is good, and it's 83-75. So here comes Klay Thompson the other way now. 11 minutes, 28 seconds left here from San Antonio. Last 2 games we've done live on here have both been buzzer beaters. Remember the end of the season, the Rockets lost to the Cavs on a Dwayne Wade buzzer beater. Then the Rockets won that overtime showdown in Game 1 with Dallas with James Harden, part of his 48 points in that game. Danny Green to Gasol, back to Ginobili. Ginobili to the wing, that's Tony Parker. Now Danny Green, the jumper, no good. Ginobili, the offensive rebound, fouled hard. Pachulia picks up his third, and Ginobili will head to the line with a chance to make it a 6-point game. Nails the first, so it's 83-76. Kevin Durant's back in for Nick Young, but then on the other side, the Spurs got to start bringing in their guys. Kyle Anderson, who has really impressed. And you see, even though he's a shooting guard, they have him in trying to box in because he has been playing so well in the post so far this game. He's gotten some offensive rebounds. Very impressive from Kyle Anderson, who has really showed out this year. He and Arcidiacono have been so impressive for San Antonio, providing some extra weapons with the age on this team. Thompson can't hit. Anderson the rebound. Here comes Kawhi Leonard the other way. Spurs are only the second oldest team this year, though, in the NBA. The Cavs, in fact, are the oldest, as Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Durant, crosses over. Gasol is going to try a three, and he splashes it. Assist from the Claw, and the Spurs are back within 3 now with 10:19 to go. Here is Golden State. Steph Curry guarded Tony Parker. Pachulia sets the screen. Curry moves to the right side. Now Green's going to try to set a screen on Parker. Curry drives, lays it up, and good. Steph Curry has carried this team through the second half. He's already got 10 second half points now, and it's 85-80 with 9:52 to go in the fourth. Parker crosses over. Nice pass to Gasol. Gasol underhanded, almost hit a wild one, but he does draw another foul on Pachulia. That's 4 on Zaza, and Gasol heads to the line. Looking for some free buckets. Double figures, double-double in fact for Pau Gasol. 13 points now and 11 boards. Kyle Anderson has some changes. Aldridge is going to check into the game. I believe that's Anderson moving over to the 2 spot. So the only starter not in right now is Arcidiacono. Parker in instead, and in a play like this late in the game, I think Tony Parker's the man you trust more passing the ball here. Stolen, and Aldridge comes up with it. Warriors, meanwhile, have all 5 starters in. Anderson guarded Thompson. Kyle Anderson. Over to Parker. Back to Anderson. Anderson outside over to Kawhi Leonard. Leonard spins on Durant. 3 to shoot. Leonard puts it up. Too strong. Rebound. Draymond Green. Big opportunity blown there by San Antonio, who are currently on a 9-2 run out of the gates here in the final quarter. Draymond Green over to Durant. Durant travels. Spurs ball. I believe already the 3rd turnover for Durant in the second half. He had that stupid play where he stepped out of bounds trying to get around Arcidiacono. Then he threw the ball away a few minutes ago, and now travel. As Aldridge can't get that one to go. Thompson the rebound. Now this is starting to look like the first quarter, but it was the other way around. The Warriors couldn't make easy jumpers, but just as I say that, Draymond Green misses an easy 16-foot J. Kyle Anderson guarded by Klay Thompson. Anderson stolen by Thompson. Starting to look like rec league basketball for the last few possessions as Thompson drives over Anderson, draws the foul. Kyle Anderson is frustrated, thought that was a clean block, but I guess he got more of Thompson than the basketball. Greg Popovich doesn't really seem to agree with the call either, as Klay heads to the line, and Klay is nearly perfect from the line this season. Believe over 90%. 15 points from Klay, make it 16 as he hits that. After starting the game 1 of 6, he's gone 4 of 5 since. And it's now a 5-point lead again for the Warriors with 8:16 to go. A Spurs win and they advance, and the Warriors are out. Warriors have to win their next 3 to take this series. Also, Game 4 here, which we would have highlights of it would happen. And if it got to a Game 5, we'd definitely have it live. Just like we'll do for any Game 5s in the first round and then any Game 7s as the playoffs continue. As Green, on the nice outlet pass from Curry, throws it down. Green is pumped up, but he's got to get back on defense because the Spurs could handle out a few buckets in a hurry. It's a 7-point game now. Anderson wide open, and that's what happens when you leave Kyle Anderson open. He's been strong in the post, inside the three-point line, from beyond the arc. He's done everything. 89-85 with 7:30 to go in the final quarter. Durant over to Curry. Curry drives, lays it up, no good. Rebound, Pau Gasol. Here comes Tony Parker the other way for San Antonio. Kyle Anderson. Leonard steps back, the jumper. No good. Aldridge shot is good off the glass, and it's a 2-point game. 6:56 to go. This is amazing. This might be the third straight game that just goes right down to the wire that we do live here. 89-87, 6:45 to go. Thompson backing in on Anderson. Spin, shot, no good. Rebound, Gasol. Now Pachulia somehow comes out of that with a steal and lays it in. Zaza with it. Now the Spurs now with 10 turnovers and 14 points off those TOs for Golden State. Something the Warriors have taken advantage of in this game. 91-87, Gasol. Shot. No good. Pachulia with great defense there. Here comes Curry. Green out to Durant. Steph Curry guarded by Tony Parker. Zaza over to Kevin Durant. Durant moves to the right side. Shot is no good. Rebound, LaMarcus Aldridge. We are past the halfway point here in the final quarter. So far through the first half of this half, Spurs have outscored Golden State 14-8. Parker inside. Aldridge gets open. Too strong, though, on the layup. Durant the rebound. KD's on the run. Durant the long J. No good. The claw with the rebound. 5 minutes, 31 seconds left in the game. Bad pass, Pachulia. How did he get to that? Pachulia, Mr. Athleticism right now. Durant the other way, can't hit. Pace is rampant right now. I don't know how Pachulia caught that ball and threw it ahead to Durant. Zaza Pachulia is looking like a point guard over the last few possessions. And now he's trying to match up with Kawhi. Leonard, 5 to shoot. Gasol, out to Parker on the wing. Tony Parker, a 3. No good, rims out. Pachulia corrals the miss. Klay Thompson with it. Warriors would love to get this up to 6 now that we're under 5 minutes. To make it a 7-point game, it's good from Curry. Warriors back up 7. Spurs look deflated after that. Here's Kawhi Leonard. Leonard over to Anderson. Anderson to Parker in the corner. Aldridge stripped. Pachulia goes after it and gets the ball. Third steal for Pachulia in the last 3 minutes. And now Durant hits. And it's 96-87, a 9-point lead. How in the world is this happening? And now Arcidiacono is at the scoring pylon. Leonard drives, lays it up, and draws the foul on KD. That was big for Leonard. But still, even if he hits the free throw, it's a 6-point game with 4 minutes, 10 seconds to go. And Parker's awful shooting has put him on the bench and gotten Arcidiacono, who hasn't had much more success in there. The biggest story right now is the fact that Zaza Pachulia has 4 steals in the fourth quarter. Curry inside Draymond Green. Green feeds Pachulia playing on the wing right now. Thompson in the corner. Klay Thompson steps back, jumper, no good. Rebound, Kyle Anderson. Here comes Kyle Anderson the other way for San Antonio. Anderson, over to Arcidiacono, 3:40 to go. Ricky's been quiet all day, jumper. Can't get it to go, a little too far off to the front of the basket. Here comes Durant. Anderson all over him, now Leonard. This is a tough defensive team between Leonard, Anderson, and LaMarcus Aldridge. Green under the basket, puts it in, and the Warriors are back up 8 with 3:15 to go. Draymond's now got 20 on 8 of 14 shooting, making up for 2 points in Game 2. Kyle Anderson over to Leonard. Leonard right now in deep, deep three-point range. Gasol sets a screen. Leonard crosses over, drives to the basket. Hit hard, gets it in the foul. And that's 5 on Pachulia. Leonard absorbs the contact and nails it anyway. What a drive here by Kawhi. I don't know. Pachulia had his arms around his neck and he somehow hit. We've seen some roughhousing this game, including that play that really was deserving of some sort of flagrant foul, obviously, if there were on this game, because Aldridge shoved Iguodala pretty much into the crowd at one point in the first quarter. Leonard nails it, and it's a 5-point game. 2:59 and counting here in the final quarter. Curry to Durant on the wing. Pachulia. KD steps back. Shimmy shake. No good. Gasol the rebound. The new core of the Spurs looking to upset the Warriors and sweep them in the first round. Arcidiacono, Aldridge, Anderson, Leonard, Gasol. Aldridge backs in on Green. Steps back. Hook shot is good off the glass. It's a 3-point game with 2:25 to go in the fourth quarter. Warriors were strong in the first. Spurs dominated the second. Warriors dominated the third. And now it's back and forth here in the final quarter as Durant hits a big three-pointer. And it's 101-95. We'll get caught up on some of the statistics once one of these teams calls a timeout. Each team has 2 left. Kyle Anderson, now 2 minutes on the clock. I don't think you go with a 3 here. Gasol gets 2 points, and it's 101-97. 1:55 to go here. Steph Curry. Thompson. I think a 3 from the Warriors might all but end it. Draymond Green gets open. Now Curry. Arcidiacono trying to stay close. Pachulia. Out to Curry. Curry a 3. He got it to go. Steph Curry's been on fire in the second half. And he gets the Warriors back up 7 with 1.5 minutes to go. Here's Leonard. Leonard. Jumper is no good. Pachulia the rebound. Warriors can credit this win to 3 players. Not really Thompson and Durant. Curry shooting, Green's defensive intensity and shooting, and Pachulia's defensive game. Curry with 5 to shoot. Over to KD. KD drives in. Guarded by Leonard. Loses the ball. Gets it back, and he's not going to get that shot off. 55 seconds, and the Spurs in need of something special to get the sweep. Even if the Warriors win, remember, they still have to win 2 more in a row to win the series. Warriors still have never lost 3 straight games this season. Anderson to Leonard. Leonard the jumper. That one is good. The claw has been on fire. 104-99. 43 seconds. When do the Spurs begin to foul? I think you do it now. Not much time now as Curry drives. Crazy teardrop. No good. Maybe that was a smart decision. They need a bucket right here. I think just the 2. Just go for the 2 here. 25 seconds. Leonard. I think they're taking too much time here. Gasol to Arcidiacono. Archie with 8 to shoot. Way little time now. They need the 3 now. Anderson, 3. No good. Pachulia with the rebound, and he's going to be fouled with 6.3 on the clock, and that's going to all but do it. Curry actually gets more than a second off the clock there with 5 seconds now, and that'll send Steph to the line. First free throw was good. What a game from Steph Curry. 106-99. Timeout San Antonio with 5 seconds. But I think the Spurs will have to come back intense and try to take Game 4. No matter what happens, we will do highlights of Game 4. We're not going to do a live game. If it were to get to a Game 5, we will definitely then have that live. Steph Curry, 26 points, 2 boards, and 14 assists. What a game from Steph Curry here. 5 seconds on the clock. What a day from Curry. The second half has been all about Steph. After the Spurs took control in the second quarter, Warriors got that 10-point lead in the third quarter and have not given up the lead since. In a game that they needed to win, Steph Curry has stepped up on both the offensive end and the passing game. 5 seconds. They can just try to chuck something, but they've even put in the whole bench, so this is just 5 seconds of absolute meaningless basketball right now. Bertans gets open, misses the three. Laverne gets the rebound. Bertans a deep three. It doesn't matter. The Warriors avoid elimination and win it 106-99, and they remain in it as we head to Game 4. Warriors will still need to win 2 more to win the series, but right now Golden State is looking a lot safer than they did about an hour and 20 minutes ago. Now it's a 2-1 deficit as the Warriors win it. Here's Steph Curry.
Everyone knows you do a lot of different things for this team, but what would you say your primary focus is?
Trying to just take responsibility of my defensive duties. She's a point guard, force them in a different situation, difficult shots. Being our first, line of defense, as I'm bringing the ball up, put pressure on them and trying to take them out the offense. That's a lot of great point guards in the States. I got to be able to do that all year, and trying to get a good start to the season.
That's what franchise players do, play at both ends. Thank you, Steph.
Well, he also mentioned passing, and 14 assists in the game for Steph Curry was big. How about this? It's now a 2-1 lead for the Spurs. Warriors still have to win back-to-back and remain on the brink of elimination. We will have highlights of game number 4 on Wednesday, along with some other highlights of everything else that's going on in the NBA playoffs. So there's a lot of interesting series going on. So let's just take a look right now at the box score. Kawhi Leonard scored 22. Big game from Pau Gasol with 16 and 15. Kyle Anderson was aggressive. But on the other side, first of all, shout out to Zaza Pachulia. Couple steals. He should have been credited with more than 2, to be honest. 4 points, 14 boards, and 3 assists. But Steph Curry, 26 and 14 assists. Draymond Green did not have a field goal in Game 2. Comes back with 20 points in this one. So we hope you enjoyed. No more videos today. Next one will be probably on Tuesday. Hope everybody enjoyed. Once again, the Warriors stay of elimination. It's a 2-1 series lead for the Spurs. They still only need 1 more to move on and pull off the massive upset. Final score, 106-99.